next, we are going to be watching A Crap Guide to D&D 5th Edition by JoCat. Make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment in the doodly-doo. This is a follow-up video, a second if you will. We are continuing on the saga, and we'll probably have to do a part 3, because these two last videos are very long. However, I'm happy to do all of that and have fun with you all. This was not recorded live, however. If you would like to watch with me some other videos, hang out, talk, you know the deal, head on over to twitch.tv/LuminusRed, drop me a follow, hang out, and we'll have a lot of fun out there, my lovely, lovely ones. In the meantime, let's learn some more about D&D 5th Edition, starting with the Warlock video. Can't wait.
Hey you, yeah you sitting there with your saggy butt cheeks and emotionless expression.
I will have you know that my butt cheeks are very perky and bouncy. You could literally bounce a quarter off of them. I've tried. It was very awkward. I hurt my arms and my back. But I did it. They are very tight, very taut. They are perfect for the women to grasp. Please, don't accuse me of such things so horrid and vile. My butt cheeks being saggy. I'm gonna burn this man alive. In Minecraft. In Minecraft. Oh, so are my boobs. They're awesome too.
I know what you're thinking. Boy, I wish I could cast spells, but all I got is an expendable firstborn child and a willingness to work under a questionably immoral arcane master till the end of time. Well, that's just the exact sort of motivation we like for our employees at EDB Incorporated. And if you sign up with us,
I lack a firstborn child. However, I definitely have questionable morals and will give my soul to any devil girl who asks for it. I mean, it's honestly just a race to the bottom here. Like, whatever demon girl comes over to me and asks me for my soul first gets it. It's first come, first served. All souls must go. Why hasn't anyone taken this yet? Please, take my soul. Please. I need it.
we'll be sure you're treated in a way that you deserve for assisting in furthering our goals to bring about the ruin of the entire multiverse. All I need you to do is sign here and agree to give us eternal servitude of your mortal soul. But on the bright side, we have dental. Welcome to A Crap Guide to D&D.
Good. I bite a lot, so I need my teeth to be in good shape.
So you want to use magic, but only as much as you want to hug that one family member you keep seeing at reunions, but aren't quite sure how you're related. Then you may want to be a warlock, the fake gamers of the Forgotten Realms. How warlocks differ from the other casters is that the amount of times you can cast your spells before running out of spell slots is absolute shit. Instead of having a set number of spells for each level of spell slot, you get a maximum of 4 spell slots for all your spells up to 5th level, and that's it. And a few other ones, but nobody cares about those. The flip side is that the spells you cast are always at their max level, and instead of having to take a long rest to get those slots back, all you need is an hour to have a wank, have a biscuit, and you're back on your feet. But you know what? Fuck real spells. You may think you're a caster, but really picking this class is purely an excuse to do nothing but cast everyone's favorite cantrip, Eldritch. Cast it at weddings, funerals.
Wait.
Cast it at weddings.
They got married! It was the two, the demon girl and the paladin, they got married. Oh my gosh! Lesbian wedding. Lesbian in a suit, woman in a suit, lesbian in a suit, sapphic lesbian, sapphic wedding. I want a sapphic wedding. I think I'd be wearing a suit. Ooh, a suit with an overskirt. Upper body suit, lower body, full-on dress. That would be good. That would be good. Just like, or overskirt, just like the extra little puffy thing. Or like, think Garnet from Steven Universe's wedding dress. Like the fused dress, that is peak. What if I did that? Ooh, tell me in the comments down below what kind of a wedding dress you think I should wear, or wedding suit. Which do you think I'd best be suited for? Ooh, do they do sleeveless wedding suits? Because you can get sleeveless wedding dress. Can I have a sleeveless wedding suit so I can show off my guns and then carry my bride down the aisle and right to the hotel, and then we can start our consummation of the marriage pretty quickly, you know?
Weddings, funerals, beach parties. Or you can just cast it randomly because the party's taking 5 hours to buy a single dagger from the shopkeeper and you're bored. Aside from casting nothing but Eldritch dressed all day. The main draw of the Warlock is the fact that it's the greatest game of dress-up dolls of all
Sugar
time.
daddy,
Eldritch Invocations allow you to custom tailor your Warlock so that it suits you better than my form-fit Kieran assless chaps. You can talk to animals without needing to cast a spell, go straight up invisible whenever you want, but most importantly, there are invocations that allow you to customize your Eldritch so that whenever you shoot your gobbledygook at whatever poor sap that looked at you funny, you can pull them forward and do your best Scorpion impression, snipe them from 2 blocks away, or make the beam of arcane destruction smell like strawberries if you like. But it's not all fun and Eldritch because remember, you've signed a pact with a patron, so your power is being loaned to you from an all-powerful arcane sugar daddy. So you will have to pay interest if you want to make sure all that magic.
Hey, any all-powerful arcane sugar mummies out there? I need an all-powerful arcane sugar mommy to get right up on in me and give me some of that magic. I'm waiting, taking calls. First in line, first served. Where are you, Eldritch sugar mommies? I need you. Slaanesh? Slaanesh, you out there, girl? Do you want my soul? Do you want my soul? Do you want all of me? You can take all of me and then just give me a little bit of that magic and then I'll just sprinkle it out there and, just like have a good time.
Stays nicely tucked into your Eldritch sack. Luckily, they're not like bank loans because you can actually pay them off and they're not always inherently evil. You have the choice of being bossed around by a literal devil who decided to make you their favorite person, so they're gonna be your mommy for a little bit. Of being bossed around by a literal devil who decided to make you their favorite person, so they're gonna be your
cover that guy up. Mother.
mommy for a little bit. A skeleton who ironically refuses to let you die because you still owe him 2 platinum. Fairies who are just straight up assholes. Gods, so you're basically a cleric now. Literally Cthulhu. But forget all those because the only real option is to have your patron be a magically possessed sentient sword and shield that yells fuck when you swing it. Basically, you have such a huge amount of options to choose from with how you build your Warlock. It's very unlikely any 2 Warlocks will be the same. So get your shopping baskets, light some candles, have fun customizing. Oh, and remember you have to sacrifice 3 more babies by the end of the week or you're fired! And now you know how to play Warlock. You're
Hello, baby. What meat grinder fits a human being? Never mind. I'm not answering that question. I'm not finishing that question. What size meat grinder would I need to sacrifice to become a warlock? To use that to fulfill my eldritch contract. I'm not saying what I was going to grind and said meat grinder, but you can infer from context, and I don't know what size. Do not actually answer this. I'm just realizing what I'm saying. But it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. This is a joke. Listen to me. This is a joke. Understand? All of you good girls, boys, and non-binary babes. Don't answer that question. Begging of you. I'm begging of you. Wizard time.
Impressive, I mean, I've never had a student score 0 in everything before.
What do you mean? I chose exactly the perfect spell for every situation.
Well, you answered Fireball for every question.
What's your point, person within Fireball distance?
What I mean is you can't expect a big damaging area of effect spell to be the answer for everything. Maybe try some different spells, maybe Minor Illusion to trick the enemy. You can find a Fae or a Fiend to serve as your familiar, or even Prestidigitation. It has a surprising amount of uses, even though it costs nothing.
I'm about to Prestidigitate all over your desk if you keep suggesting lame-o spells.
What I'm saying is you should expand your horizons. A wizard is the apex of the arcane, the ultimate utility caster, and one of these days you're going to find yourself in an encounter where Fireball isn't going to... Where'd you go? What the fuck?
Welcome to a crap guide to D&D!
Fireball.
The classic, the OG, the frail old man with a stick that shoots magic missiles at a few goblins and then has to go door to door telling his neighbors he's a registered hex offender. The wizard is the most powerful class if you ignore any other classes that are stronger, which are all of them, because this thing is more fragile than a single layered sheet of toilet paper that's been soaking in the soggy crack of the bridge troll's ass cheeks. This class is the sorcerer's lamer, more studious, dorky neighbor who does all the hard work for none of the recognition. You get saving throws and intelligence and wisdom instead of constitution and charisma, so sure, you'll be able to ace that pop quiz and not have to worry about being distracted, but you won't be able to hold your liquor or score any hot dates gates at Chad Firebolt's party in the Golden Mansion whose chromatic dragon dad bought him. If you're looking for the silver lining, the wizard is definitely the heaviest case of be careful who you call ugly in magic school. The wizard's spell list is thicker than the Storm King's thunder thighs. You gain spell slots like a shower drain gets hair, and during a short rest, you can even choose a small amount of spell slots to recover depending on your level.
I'm just realizing how good this is for my ADHD. My brain is just like, oh yeah, massage the brain. Get all of those words deep into the crevices of my brain follicles. Get through all of the little nooks and crannies. Fill them up with your information, dear. Oh. And like, it's not sexual, but like, it sounds like it is. But it's like, ADHD is satisfied. ADHD is satisfied. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm being recorded right now. Da-da-da-da-da, do something funny. I want to lick eyeballs professionally, not amateurly. I want to see the taste of saline in your own eyes, and then sup upon its supple, delicious nectar, filling myself up with your salinated secretions. Is that enough? If I might done my quota for this video, can I just... No, I'll keep being a good VTuber and talking.
Best of all, at higher levels, you even get the ability to cast your favorite low-level spells as many times as you like. But who are we kidding? You're likely going to be dead before you reach that high. Either killed by your own fireballs or killed by all your pissed-off allies who were caught in your own fireballs. But hold your horses there, Mr. I actually believe wizard memes are as funny in the game as they are on social media. All your spells are tied to your spellbook because wizards have short-term memory loss, and unless it's a cantrip, you can only cast a spell if you have a 3-step tutorial with pictures to color. But the work doesn't just stop there. The stronger spells at higher levels are going to need expensive magical components to cast them if you don't want to embarrass yourself with arcanal dysfunction and suddenly your finger of death feels more like a finger of mild discomfort. People say wizards are the utility casters because of the massive amount of spells at their disposal, many of which are apparently great for a wide range of situations. I'm here to smartly inform you that those people are stupid. Use fireball and only fireball. Nothing but fireball. Just fireball. Just fireball.
Just fireball.
Because
just fireball.
They are the nerds of D&D, wizards have an unhealthy amount of knowledge of all of the different...
Oh, I miss Doki Doki Literature Club. I wish I wish we could have that feeling again. I know that it wouldn't be the same to do a sequel. I think a sequel would probably kind of ruin it. But like, I don't know, playing Doki Doki Literature Club for the first time, I want that again. I want that again.
Schools of magic. So instead of having their archetypes based around a certain theme, they get one for each of the aforementioned schools of magic, which is too damn many to go over, and frankly, I don't have the time or gummy bears to last a whole lecture. Instead, I'm going to quickly summarize each school of magic, and also war magic, because fuck you, and I'm gonna do it all in song! Evocation elements to burn or shock or freeze your friends. Necromancy spares the dying, or you could just resurrect them. Abjuration keeps you safe and almost makes your armor fair. Divination helps you sense, detect, commune, and talk to bears. Conjuration, portals and make stuff for free. Transmutation, turn things into other things with enchantment.
Whoa, Bowsette! Bowsette!
And delusion, visual tricks to prank the brain with fear and silence, blur and go invisible. Pretend you're someone else's dad, disguise mystically take on their life. War magic is like tank mage, getting lots of defense, flexing as you cast. And now you know how to play wizard. You're welcome.
Where's Bowsette? Where's Bowsette? Where's Bowsette? Where's Bowsette? I want Bowsette. Bowsette is hot. There we go. Wait, too far. Too far. No?
Portals and make stuff for free. Transmutation, turn things into other things.
Yes! I do like the idea that Bowser's trans and would do this. That makes me happy. Also, Bowsette is so hot. I don't know. I love it. I love it. I love trans Bowser. I like that. That's canon in my head. It's head canon, but it's in my head, so it's canon. I don't know. Bowsette's hot. Boozette, or freaking the Boo transformation 2 is so good too. They made this crown and they should have gone wild with it, but they weren't, and I hate that. Toadette is good. I like Toadette. But like, the possibilities, endless. I'm so glad for fan artists. Fan artists, you rock. More Bowsette or porn. Corn. Art. I was looking for art. The word was looking for art, and I started saying corn, as in the vegetable. That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying anything else. I started saying weird letters in front of the word, but it wasn't intentional. I just want more Bowsette, because Bowsette is hot. Anyways, yeah. Here we go.
Lots of defense, flexing as you cast. And now you know how to play wizard. You're welcome.
I do. You become Bowsette. That's what you do. A crap guide. Full theme. Oh my gosh, where are we at here? And then we got more. Oh, maybe I have to skip this. I don't know. I'll play a little bit of it. The Music Reborn and JoCat. Okay, I think it's been fine. The rest of it's been fine, so I think you're fine. I'll remove this from the video, Phoebe. I'm wasting on stream. Oh, this is fun. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is so much fun. I can't bob my head as long as he's doing it because that would get himself very dizzy. Oh my gosh, the layering! The layering! I need to bring it down a touch, I think. Oh, yes. Yes, Queen Slay. Oh my gosh. Great. Perfect. That was just fun. I was just letting that play out. That was fun. That made me happy. JoCat, you're wonderful. Artificer!
The wise man once said magic is dumb and stupid and makes no sense. And
the one time I DM'd a game, one of my friend's roommates asked to play an Artificer, and he didn't know how to make characters, so I did my best to make one for him. I had never built an Artificer before. I had to do that myself. And then he proceeded to do nothing that an Artificer would. He would only hit things with his hammer. I went out of my way to build a fully fleshed out Artificer and figure out and it was we did it a couple levels in. We weren't it wasn't level 1. Like we were at a good point where you had access to a lot of things. And I was I went around. I was and he wasn't really wanting to participate in building it. So I had to talk to his girlfriend and stuff and figure out what he would like. And then I made an entire freaking character for him that could build things and do things and use magic and stuff. And all he did was hit things with a hammer. I'm still salty about that. I'm still salty.
I trust that man. He wields a sword and a shield, so why use magic when you can use big brain energy and the power of science? And I know how much nerds love science, so much that they won't shut up about it and one day start making weird advances towards their Texas Instrument. Listen, we all have our urges, but seriously, get a server room. Welcome to a crap guide to D&D. It's about damn time we got another intelligence caster. The stat is about as commonly used for spellcasting as your bedroom is used for sexy times. The Artificer is an inventor.
Hey! You might be right, but they don't have to say it out loud. I might be a virgin who's never held hands with a girl. Or anyone I like, for that matter. I mean, no non-binary hand-holding either. But, you don't have to say it to me. Oh.
Decided traditional magical means by accomplished wizards and scholars are too mainstream, and decided to come up with their own magic spells and items after reading 2 articles by angry moms from Baldur's Gate who discovered casting real spells can actually give you genital flumps. Checkmate, sorcerers. Instead of that, you can tinker with items to imbue them with special properties, like turning it into a flashlight, turning it into a scented candle, or turning it into a phone that can only record and play vines. The best part is that once you give the item the properties, it lasts forever, so go have fun enjoying your 7 seconds of fame before the service shuts down and you become a struggling vlogger.
No. It was Alphonse from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And regular, but Brotherhood's brother better. Hood better.
Of messing
What?
with the
No.
natural properties of items, as you level up, you gain infusions, which allow you to turn that sex toy you hide in the dresser from a basic vibrator to a vibrator. Infusions include, but are not limited to, Boyne's stat increase, Thor's hammer, item dupe glitch, and go gadget blink-a-boots. This is all.
And then he just hit things with his hammer.
All due to your massive IQ rating of 20 billion, which is so high you can add your intelligence modifier to any of you or your ally party members' dice rolls and become the ultimate backseat gamer telling them about the bad guy's weak spots because there's...
And then he didn't do that and just hit things with the hammer to the point that the rest of the party got frustrated with him and let him walk into an obvious trap room filled with an absurd number of goblins. Like, it was I made a room that was just like, if they go into this, I think with the number, because it's a large party, like we were going like 10 people, and I'm like, they could technically do this, it'll be a little bit of a stretch, but like this is just punishing them for doing something incredibly stupid if they do this. And all of the party was like, no, I'm not going in there. And he just like ran in because he wasn't paying attention. And then the party just sat in the doorway watching him being curb stomped by goblins. At a certain point, I was actively avoiding trying to kill him, and I had the goblins just like pin him down and start just like stealing all of his junk. And because like the goblins, I did kind of give them I gave them weak weapons, and like because he did have like a high armor class, it was actually really hard for them to do any damage with their weapons. So at a certain point, they just started like making strength checks against him, and they managed to pin him to the ground despite his high strength. Enough when you have enough goblins, it's hard to lose a strength roll. And then they stole his hammer and started beating him to death with his own hammer. And then his armor, I had them start taking apart his armor and beating him with his own armor. I had to figure out what to do for what the ace, like I was just like, it was becoming a problem. It was becoming a problem. And like the party was just like, dude, you were on your phone ignoring us the entire way through. As soon as it's your turn, you run into an obvious trap. We're not helping you. And like I eventually had to just like pulse on the party side. I'm like, okay, this is getting hard for me. I am either going to kill this man and then he will be frustrated and like it will be a problem. Like I didn't want him to be in the party. He was. I'm very carefully not saying he was a friend because, bro, no. But like, yeah. So I couldn't kill him even if I wanted to, unless it was like obviously like a party kill or something like that, or like everyone was dying. But if he's like getting just like curb stomped in the corner, like. So I had people save him, and then, yeah. Also, no one wanted to play healers, so they didn't have any revives. It was frustrating. And, like, I made an NPC that could do healing magic. But before they tried to talk to him, I was just gonna give them, like, he's just gonna be a tag along that would heal them and, like, be, like, their support character, because I was, like, trying to make this fun. They freaking just, like, aggressively attacked this guy, like emotionally stole all of his stuff, bound him up, and then used him as a pack mule to carry a giant keg of beer they found. And they bound his mouth, and he also had crucial lore things to tell them about what they're supposed to do. And so they went off and accidentally committed a genocide. Because they freaking kidnapped the NPC that was supposed to tell them what to do and never talked to him. And then they would kill every NPC I threw into the way to try and help them. And like, before I could do anything, I was trying to force feed them what to do next. And they just went on they were murder hobos. They weren't trying to be, but like every time it's like they weren't killing everyone they saw, but every time someone was about to tell them about the plot, they somehow managed to find a way to kill them. Sometimes by accident. Sometimes it wasn't intentional. But like it was frustrating. It was frustrating. And so then I just let them commit a genocide. And then I arrested them at the end of it. Like the entire king's army like arrested them. And the end of that campaign was all of them rotting to death in prison. Okay? Can you tell that I'm a little bit jibbed by this?
There's no way their simple minds could have figured it out on their own. And if that doesn't work out, you can use one of the 50 magical items you've made yourself and refuse to part with, like someone on an episode of Hoarders, or pull a fast one and throw the magical vibrator that you secretly stored a charge of fireball in. Being the new class that it is, the Artificer only has 3 subclasses so far.
I don't think I want to do I don't want to have a charged shot of fireball in my vibrator. I don't think so. I'd like the magically enhanced one though. That sounds fun.
No, I'm not going to cover the new ones that come out. Stop asking. I just want to go on vacation with my sword and shield already. The alchemist is like a drug doctor and gains a few healing spells, can buff allies with the power of drinking and gambling, and can help you grow closer bonds with your pets. If you want a big fuck-off gun, the artillerist can create an eldritch cannon that can either fire 3 different kinds of artillery or just sit there contributing nothing while you marvel at your amazing craftsmanship, because keeping track of more than one thing on the board is hard. Isn't that right, Dungeon Master? And lastly, the battlesmith, where you decide to stop being a puss baby and join the fight with a mystery-solving robo-dog sidekick. Ranger. Overall, the Artificer loves making, finding, and using loads and loads of magical items, which means you'll probably forget about half of your inventions because players can't be trusted to even remember the items they started with at the beginning of the campaign. Just make sure to keep them under good security so the rogue doesn't steal them all while you long rest, and suddenly you wake up to the sound of Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture. Now you know how to play Artificer. You're welcome.
Races.
So you
okay.
picked your class. Hold on to your ass. It's gonna get crass because race. Part of the role you can play. Some sentient clay, a he, she, or they. A beast who gets real snarly. A regular.
I love how inclusive he is. I like how he has a sapphic wedding, and then there's he remembers to include they. Honestly, JoCat, you're so based.
A dude named Charlie. If homebrew is free, a big talking tree. Welcome to a crap guide to D&D.
Accompanied by a beat.
Arakakra, big fucking bird. You got some wings so you can fly, and if non-weapon melee's preferred, they get sharp talons to bit scratch a guy. Or maybe you're more of an Aasimar, still avian. If you lower the bar, angelic people with radiant energy, or darkness if you flap your wings edgily. Bugbears aren't actually bears at all, more like beastly orcs and just as tall, but oddly sneaky and your arms are long, so you're really freaking good at playing basketball. But if going full beast is a little too far, you could always do half and decide to be a centaur, charging the enemies so they can readily get steadily back up while you stomping them deadly. For Sneaky Bunch, Changeling's cool. You make a disguise, get a worthless tool. You can change your face to whatever race. There's nearly no limit who you can fool. Dragonborn, no, not the Skyrim kind, are likely the kid of a bard that'll find dragons really hot. So now you shoot acid, or whatever other color your parents preferred acid. The typical dwarf with a beautiful beard. You work with your hands and are physically sturdy. You seem informed about rocks, which is weird. Try not to obsess or the session will get wordy. Elves are pompous pricks, a dozen flavors to match and mix. They live a long time, don't sleep instead trance, and are hard to be charmed, so bards keep it in your pants. Pick a fear bowl.
It was them again. It was them again. Oh, wait, say.
Live a long time, don't sleep instead trance, and are hard to be charmed, so bards keep it in your...
You know, you could just ask. Oh, no need to charm. Oh, I'd love their romance. I love this subplot. This is so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Pants. Pick a fearbulk, a chill-ass cow, most of which have druidic vow, and don't ask how, but they can turn invisible, which is a big concern. Genasi, elemental genie bastards, one of 4 elements that they have mastered in some way, lets them do cool shit like waterbend or have a fire-breathing armpit. Githyanki and Githzerai, elves that look like they wanna die, all they're about is how they clash. Been around 40 years and their lore's still trash. Short stack. Gnome, happy short folk who are smart and wise and cunning and know how to crack. Into good camouflage, be it sneaking or magic or cool roguish montage. Whack is the goblin, small size hits hard on your noggin. Their nimbleness makes it hard to keep pace. They'll hide and bide, quick slide and hit your face. Muscles are in, though I have bias, so the hottest IMO is Goliath. They're 8 feet tall, have steel for their balls, and can shrug off damage like one-man riots. Half-elves, the mutts and mules of D&D. Extra points to spend on 2 abilities and skills out the ass. It's the best of both races, and backstories usually come from stupid places. Half-orc, like I said, muscles are in. You're a ruthless brute who fights to win. Your crits get crits, and you can terrify. And if you feel like it, you can say no when you die. If your luck is nasty, the halfling's good. You re-roll ones and win like you should, and you're hard to scare, so go party with a dragon, and you can slip through if it's angry off the flag. And humans get a little bit of everything. They lack gimmicks or special flair or any zing, and are all around average. You know how it is, and the perfect pick if you're boring. Races, all the races.
Oh, this is so much fun.
Races, all the races. There's plenty to choose from, too many, so come with
He's a good singer.
Stuff this guide to all of the races. All the races. Hobgoblin. They trust in a code, be it God or communism or giant toad. They're a prideful chode, so whenever you fail, the more watch you retry means you go beast mode. If you're an edgy avian, Kenku sneaky, agile and crafty and can easily lie. They can mimic voices to be a bit cheeky. Too bad they get bullied because they can't fly. Kobold is a mischievous one. They hate bright light, and there's often more than one. They can trick dumb fools, then steal their jewels, but ganging up together can be pretty fun. Guess it's scaly hours, cause lizard folk have sticks up their ass and can't take a joke. They can bite and craft and stay a while underwater, and have hard-ass scales to block cannon fodder. Loxodon are straight-up elephants. They're large size and thick hide make them dense. Got trunks to smell and are wise and mostly merry, but piss one off and you'll see they're damn scary. Wanna breathe underwater? Lokatha is a fish. A straight-up fish. Literally, just a fish. Your armor starts high and get tons of resist. Stay dry and you die. You're still just a fish. Big beastly bull is a minotaur. Got horns to charge if you run pretty far. Make them shit their pants while you're at it. Being big and scary is a habit. Speaking of orcs, superstitious and strong, but also often wrong with a -2 to int. That's okay, so to say you're aggressive and massive. Got angry parents means they're rarely passive. Cat girls rejoice. Tabaxi is here. Obsessed with stuff and quite the sightseer. Fast like a cat, get claws and climb far. Tons of coats like leopard, tiger, and jaguar. Tiefling's a demon with a lot of looks. They're horny and hot and often a provoker. In the lore anyway, a lot of hate. It's normal, I guess, when you're a panty soaker. If you want to be a big reptilian.
I am. Thank you for noticing. Yeah. Yes, both my own and others. Thank you for noticing, dear. I'm glad that I'm getting the recognition that I so rightfully deserve. Thank you, dear.
Who's strong and hardy than Tortle. Has a shell that's AC's 1,000,000, so have fun being a hermit immortal. Triton is just an aquatic elf who evolved itself in the continental shelf, and you're basically Aquaman. Fish can understand you. No, they won't do your laundry just because you demand to. The Verdant, like a goblin, but pretentious. Mind powers that make mystics contentious. Bunch of passive shit. What is this, peace hour? Come back and talk to me when you learn real power. You anti-pureblood like humans, but snaky. Never make a date with one, I hear they're flaky. Manipulative bunch with magic resistance. Don't take their oral offer, no matter the persistence. Fair human mix is the Kalishtar. Got a lot of mind shit that's really bizarre, like telepathy, dream protectively, like angels if they couldn't be effectively. The shifters, like a half lycanthrope, with 4 different types with exclusive features. You can't transform, at least not fully, so you often look more like a freakish creature. Simic hybrids are a random fusion of aquatic things, like a squid or a crab. Gain bonuses, depending which one, so have some big pincers for new ways to stab. Warforged, robots forged for war, don't have to eat or sleep or breathe, and what's more is you're tanky as well, being hard to steal. The only downside is you'll never truly feel. Vidalkin tells us nobody's perfect, look like Navi people without the long neck, they get lots of bonuses, so smart's not shocking. Good luck ever getting one to stop talking. And that's the lot, and always remember class rate.
If you heard shit jingling, my puppy is just waking up. Hi. Hi. Yeah, he just woke up and shaked his collar. Hi. Where are you going, buddy? Yeah. He's gonna lay back down. He just wanted to stretch.
Its importance is pretty seldom. Use whatever you fancy. Make a chubby fighter dancing. Now you know how to pick your race. You're welcome.
Thank you.
To choose from too many, so come witness the list of this guide to all of the races, all the races.
Oh, that's so good. Where are we at in the playlist now? We are now at Goblins. Goblins. We have a Barbarian again. Alignment. Oh, we've got like 2 more. We're gonna do 2 more. Let's keep going.
What's wrong, you pathetic, sad, procrastinating dungeon master? Can't come up with a worthwhile and interesting combat encounter, and you only have half an hour before the session because you spent the last week fascinating about a totally different campaign you wish to run one day, but ultimately know you never will because you're in a constant state of prep work and insecurity? That's okay. Everybody knows no matter how basic the combat is, it's going to take forever anyway thanks to any spellcasters and people on their phones, and is mostly just a chance for the DM to stall for time while they figure out the next story beats. That and an excuse to show off whatever art of the thing the players are fighting that the DM paid $3 grand in commissions or miniatures to make for them. Or you could just grab whatever the nearest thing on your shelf is and say, fuck it, we're fighting this little bastard today. Welcome to A Crap Guide to D&D. Goblins are one of the most iconic creatures in Dungeons & Dragons, famous for being low and mid-level cannon fodder, having the respawn rate of a seahorse playing Call of Duty, and being overall superior to kobolds in every way. Goblins are what you default to when you have no idea what the party should be fighting because they're just so splattered all over the realm that everyone just accepts that they can show up anywhere.
All right.
Yeah, that was my first time DMing, and my only time DMing, but that's exactly right.
Got myself some milk and cookies for some hunts, and I'll open the fridge and put the milk back where it went, and close the fridge and go get my milk.
God, Jesus, what the fuck?
Goblins were originally created by the hobgoblins, who one day got really lazy and decided to make a generation of poor saps that they could shove all their baggage onto and then blame for when the economy they don't have a say in gets destroyed. This has sort of evolved into how...
Wouldn't that be weird if a generation that, like, boomed did that for multiple generations of people, wouldn't that be funny? In real life, it would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Goblins mostly live in tribes where the biggest asshole is the leader and everybody else is just sort of used to being treated as poorly as a retail worker. That's not to say all goblins are
Karen.
meek little green muppets. Given enough size and numbers and time to prepare an ambush, and even the most basic goblin squads can turn an 8th level party into the aftermath of eating at White Castle. This is because goblins are a culture constantly raiding like they're trying to get world first and have a knack for throwing themselves at the first thing they see that looks like they could potentially bite its ear off. They're also somewhat smart. Leaders of goblin tribes consistently placing first in tournaments of Connect 4, and the race as a whole frequently mounting and fighting alongside creatures such as wargs, which are oversized wolves that are perpetually angry as people keep stealing their art off Instagram. If you ever decide to play as a goblin, you'll receive a little bit of dex and con from being agile and resilient little gremlins, and the ability to quickly pussy out of combat like you're at a friend's house and the parents started arguing. And Fury of the Small, where you get to punch below the belt and make the enemy's voice go up as many octaves as your player level. Now that's the general idea of what goblins are supposed to be in the Forgotten Realms, but this is D&D, which means everybody breaks the rules more than an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the fact that goblins are so adaptable to so many situations and environments means that there's no limit to how they can be portrayed or what they can be used for. You can make them mindless monsters that fill the last few empty rooms of a dungeon, or adorable little scamps that the party will adopt the instant they see them, or design them so unexpectedly attractive that it'll make people question if they discovered a new fetish or if it was there all along and this was just its awakening. You too can throw an endless supply of XP at your party while giving them conflicting feelings on stomping on an innocent little cutie pie that was just minding its own business and just wanted a little bit of love. Isn't that right, you sweetie petite? Ow, son of a bitch. And now you know how to use goblins. Booyah! Didn't you already make a crap guide to Barbarian?
Didn't you?
Well, yes, but actually no. That one's garbage. It's shit. It's poopy-doopy and in need of some update and polish like a live service game 2 minutes after release. I've gained a whopping 1 additional point in my intelligence since then, and I'm now superior in every way. Smarter, stronger, more wiggly than ever before. And this is the only one I'm doing, so don't hold your breath for the others. They're perfect forever. So let's start from the top. D&D is for dorks, what with all the complex words and math. It's packed to the brim with a bunch of mechanics and systems, and nobody has the time to read because they're too busy not playing D&D. But no worries, you third-string athlete who occasionally looks at their old high school pictures and then reflects in the mirror wondering what happened. Lucky for you, I have a class that'll need as much brain power as Varsity had to use on their midterms. And all you gotta do is learn how to throw a tiny plastic icosahedron just like how you threw every single game coach put you into. Welcome to a crap guide to D&D.
Yeah!
Everybody likes to hit things, and D&D is the best because you can literally hit anything you want, including the
I like hitting that ass.
other players, and what better class to hit everything than the Barbarian, who's the best at hitting things and never stopping hitting things. Having a D12 hit die means you have around a googleplex of hit points by level 2, and unarmored defense means the chunkier you are, the better you can block and avoid attacks because the enemy is too distracted at how your fat hairy tits are flailing about. Better yet, you have spider sense, which
My tits are not hairy, but they are fat tits. Jiggle, jiggle.
allows you to avoid traps, spells, social events, and laundry like you've just moved out of your parents' house and are trying to get your life together. But enough about defense. The real reason
Okay, now I'm groping myself. Why did you do this to me? I was being okay this entire time, and now I'm just like grabbing my chest aggressively. You reminded me that they're right there and so freaking grabbable, and there's no one else to grab them. I just want someone else to grab them with consent.
play Barbarian is to hit it very hard, going into a bloodthirsty You can channel your anger into the might of 1,000 dads who just felt the thermostat get adjusted, and during your rage you become the world's greatest goblin juicer. You gain bonus damage, advantage on strength checks, and any and all physical attacks will bounce off of your day 1 patched pecs. As you gain levels, you get progressively angrier and angrier, getting a straight up flat increase to your movement speed, an extra heavy swing when you land a crit, and become too angry to die potentially forever as long as you keep hitting things. As far as flavors of goes, there's the Berserker, if you want to swing your weapon like it's taped to a ceiling fan, mistaken stupidity for bravery, and have an unlimited supply of Uno reverse cards. Alternatively, the Totem Warrior is like a gateway furry, where you channel your favorite Robin Hood crush and pretend everybody is Prince John. Battle Ranger to become a really pissed porcupine. Storm Herald if you want to make the environment around you as pissed as you are. Zealot if you want to be a diet paladin with a smite and aura that's made with 0 sugar. And Ancestral Guardian if you're a scared little bitch. Offense is the only
Thanks
offense,
for
and
noticing.
I will have none of these tactics in my combat encounters. What, you thought I biggered my brain so I could think harder and waste time when all that that planning fails because of a bad roll, and then I have to sit around being useless for the rest of the session? What do you take me for? Some kind of wizard? Well, do you? Huh? Fuck you, I'll beat the shit out of you. You think you're better than me just because you can count? I hope you like being pavement lotion, because you're gonna be filling all the cracks in my driveway. And now you know how to play Barbarian. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh. This is hurting my head. I can't go this fast. Help.
Hi, I just...
Oh. Do I save this last... that made me really dizzy. I think maybe I even saved this last one for another video. Wow! Do I save the... No one else is here to tell me what to do. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna save... Wow! I might have to. I need help. Someone send help. I want help. Oh my god. I don't know. Okay. Then that leaves, if I do that, that leaves 6 minutes, 19-ish, let's say 20 minutes, 44. That's 44. That sounds about right. That sounds like the thing I should be doing. I think that's the thing I should be doing. I also want to lay on the floor now because that made me very motion sick. That was too fast, buddy. Like, it was fine. But it was like, why did I do it again? Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the YouTube things. Head on over to twitch.tv/LuminusRed. Drop me a follow over there. I'm growing fast there, but we can go faster and harder. Let's do it. I'd love to see you over in chat or just lurk. We are more than lurker friendly. In the meantime, I hope that you and all of those that you care about have a lovely day. My absolutely lovely, adorable, and precious Lust stars. Bye.